I wanted to make one final warning. The chief spokesman for a one world citizen, a citizen of one world government, the spokesman that suffered most of his life to bring forth a religion wherein which temples on Australia, Chicago, Wilmette, and other nations have beautiful Baha'i temples. And he said, God has appointed an hour wherein which, if you fail to turn towards him, destruction will assail you from all sides. Now, I grew up on the Bible. This may not be a book in your house. I don't know. Some people live secular lives without the Bible, and they're doing just fine. Anyways, there's a tidbit of prophecy that's pretty outstanding. Zechariah 5 says, Then I turned and raised my eyes and saw there a flying scroll. And he said to me, What do you see? So I answered, I see a flying scroll. Its length is 20 cubits, and its width is 10 cubits. Then he said to me, This is the curse that goes out over all the face of the whole earth. Every thief shall be expelled according to the size of the scroll, and every perjurer shall be expelled according to that side of it. I will send out the curse, says the Lord of hosts. It shall enter the house of the thief, and the house of him who swears falsely by my name. It shall remain in the midst of the house, and consume it with it timbers and stone. I'd like you to look that it says a flying scroll or possible thermonuclear weapon. Now, George Bush, we have weapons of mass destruction. But the Bible is a little cataclysmic, apocalyptic at times. And in Revelations, a meteor and others saying 1/3 of mankind must be destroyed. Anyways, in the midst of this chaos, if you do not fail to grab fast hold of the Book of Certitude and the Ketib Yad, if you fail to grasp hold of what is said, man is created by God, and quenching the thirst of the hate and hostility stored in hearts, minds, and men, we're going to have a thermonuclear war. Now, I was talking to my friend Ben about this. He's a lot more savvy on Fox News and CNN and daily reports, and he said that's probably going to happen. That was his response. Anyways, we have a verse here that I would like to send out a warning. Perhaps you don't read the Bible and pass it by, but we're looking at a very distinct set of phrases. Shall enter the house of him that swears falsely by my name, and shall consume it timbers and stone. Sounds like a flying nuclear missile or flying scroll, wherein which 1/3 of mankind might be destroyed. Unless you fail to turn towards God, destruction will assail you from all sides. So what we need is a radical shift where everybody is not better, not worse, abhors what is first, abhors what is last, and finds U.S. citizens to be a citizen of the world, wherein which mankind shall not be tread underfoot. No matter what he looks like, his skin color or his wealth shall not be tread underfoot. Every man can live peacefully and prosper. This is what we want for the nations to figure out. But we have very instinctual complications. For one, sex is running rampant. Perhaps You meet your high school sweetheart and you stick with her through thick and thin. The problem runs deep into intoxicants, intercourse that's like, and people that just kind of want to kill people because they think it's cool. I don't know. If you're one of these people, perhaps you'll consider that the verse in Zechariah 5 through 4, chapter 5, 1 through 4, 5, is describing a nuclear missile wherein which this person, Zechariah, over 5,000 years ago, or 2,000 years ago, 2,000 years ago was Christ. We just hit the millennial marker. I return every 1,000 years to reestablish virtue. It's 2,000. We've ran across the marker. The line drawn in the sand is every millennial. According to the Bible, a day is represented to 1,000 years. According to Krishna in the Bhagavad Gita, which makes everything crystal clear, I return every millennial to reestablish virtue. Thus, we must become one human race and quit bickering between nations and try and help people out. Is that such a hard thing to grasp? You be the judge.